Afternoon, everybody out in the internet world. Hope y'all are doing well. Worked late last night, so that's the reason for the reschedule, y'all. And I apologize, I'm a couple minutes late. Took my ADHD medicine on an empty stomach this morning, so kind of was a little queasy until about 10 minutes ago. So actually about 5 minutes ago, just now, right on time. But I'm trying to just let it go a few more minutes before I started. So apologize for that, any inconvenience, y'all. But here I am, y'all, and I'm looking forward to today's podcast. And this is actually I thought I had it changed, y'all, but actually, right now it's Tony Zamberlin YouTube channel. So it was the Tony's Journey YouTube channel. I'm kind of not real sure what I'm gonna do, y'all, with that. I may change it back to Tony's Journey, or I may just leave it Tony Zamberlin. That's something I'm kind of working with right now. But nonetheless, appreciate y'all being here. Crudy, good afternoon to you. Thanks for coming. I'm doing okay, just a little tired. I worked until about 3:30 this morning in Clemson, so kind of a long night. It was a fun night, but a long night over there driving. So, but I want to officially welcome y'all to the Daily Reader podcast on the Tony Zamberlin YouTube channel, where we read from a daily reader or a devotional or a book. Right now we're in a book, and we learn tools and principles, including but not limited to prayer, meditation, and breath work to help us to stay more present and to live better lives. We meet on here daily, 11:30 a.m. Eastern, except for times like today. Have to reschedule just due to working real late and just things that happen come up, right? I can't control, so I have to do the best I can with that. And I'll do my best to let y'all know if that happens. I'll do my best to let y'all know ahead of time. So, but if you're new here, be sure to subscribe to this channel for future updates and podcast episodes. Crudy, listen up. So I think I'm going to create a TikTok as well, because you can go live on TikTok. And there's a lot more people that tend to come on TikTok, I think, than YouTube. So I think I'm going to try it out. Do another TikTok. I'm going to create another TikTok channel, I think. Or I may just do it on the one I have, right? I haven't really decided yet. I may just do it on the one I've got. And yeah, just basically create the podcast on there and do it. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of debating on that. I'm not real sure which way I'm going to go with that yet. But anyway, go ahead and come to a stopping point. Everybody out there, if you got something going on right now, find somewhere safe so you can be comfortable for the next few minutes. So we get into our relaxation portion here. Gratitude portion first, actually, but then we'll do the excuse me. Gratitude first, then we're going to do the relaxation portion here. So what am I grateful for this morning? You know what I think I'm going to do? Let's see here. See if I got a... Don't actually have a full one, but I'm gonna got some walnuts I'm looking at now, y'all. So I think we're just gonna pull one of these walnuts out here. So I'm grateful for oh Lord, spilled some of my nuts here, y'all. I was trying to get a whole walnut. I'm not able to find a whole walnut right now, but I'm just gonna make the best of it and do the best I can. But yeah, basically, I'm gonna say I'm grateful for walnuts. If you notice these walnuts, y'all, they look kind of like a brain. when they're together. This is just a half piece right here, but when it's together with a full piece, it actually looks like a brain. And I'm really thankful for these. These are good for the brain. Okay, God made food. I don't know if y'all knew this or not. God made food to look like what body part it actually helps. Like celery's got calcium in it. Celery is good for bones. It looks like your bones, right? Celery does look like celery stalks looks like bones. So walnuts look like a brain, especially a full walnut. I don't have any full ones. I just looks like I bought halves and pieces. I think like cashew halves and pieces, walnut halves and pieces. But I'm curious what you're grateful for this morning. I'll take a minute to think about it, and then you can just post it down below in the comments if you're comfortable putting it out there to the world, because everybody's going to see this, right? Good deal, Crudy. Yeah, people loved it last night. I had some new people, and for my rides last night doing the karaoke and stuff, I'll be posting some pictures and video pretty soon. I got several videos and pictures last night, so it's fun time. I love it just as much, if not more, than the passengers do. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and get into the. I'm going to get into the relaxation portion. So if it's comfortable for you doing so, you can go ahead and just close your eyes. And just take some slow, deep breaths, breathing in your nose, out your mouth this afternoon. You can even do some open mouth breathing if you want when on the exhale, just like I did just now. Relax your jaw. And with each breath, feel yourself getting more and more relaxed. Just take all the walls down if you got any walls up, if you're on guard right now. Just let all that go and just be your authentic self, because this is a safe place to be. And you're in a safe place, or should be in a safe place. And just be you, right? Just be you. So many times in the world we try to be a chameleon to other people, to try to please other people, and we don't really realize that we lose ourselves in the process. So just know that God loves you just as you are, and sometimes it's you that needs to love you. Continue breathing in the nose, out the mouth. That sigh there was some kind of a release. Anytime you sigh, there's usually a release of energy, maybe stuck emotions in the body. Okay, we're going to take a couple more breaths. And then after that, we're going to do the acceptance prayer together. Okay, final breath. Breathe in your nose. Take it as deep as you can. On the exhale, blow it out audibly, releasing any other tension you might be holding on to right now or stuck emotions in the body. And inhale. And exhale. And prayer. Oh, that's okay. I guess the camera's okay like that. Acceptance is the answer to all of my problems today. When I am disturbed, it is because I find some person, place, thing, or situation, some fact in my life unacceptable to me, and I can find no serenity until I accept that person, place, thing, or situation as being exactly the way it's supposed to be at this moment. Nothing, absolutely nothing happens in God's world by mistake. Until I could accept my alcoholism, drug addiction, porn or sex addiction, shopping addiction, gambling addiction, negative thinking addiction, social media addiction, my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, my friends, my acquaintances, anything and everything, y'all. My vehicle is broke down right now, my money situation. I could not stay sober unless I accept life completely on life's terms. I cannot be happy. I need to concentrate not so much on what needs to be changed in the world as on what needs to be changed in me and my attitudes. It's always a great prayer, y'all, but also a challenging prayer. It's kind of a challenging little challenge there. So I think we all like challenge. So sometimes, right? Sometimes we hate challenge. We're stuck in the middle of it like this freaking sucks, right? Oh, Lord. But sometimes we really love it. So y'all, we're getting into chapter 3 today. Letting Go, the Pathway of Surrender by Dr. David Hawkins. And yeah, we'll read what we can, get through what we can here. Y'all know how far we're going to get into the chapter, but it's a pretty long chapter. Probably won't finish it today, but we'll at least get a good start on it. So there are numerous complicated psychologies of the human emotions. They often involve considerable symbology and references to mythology, and they are based on hypotheses that are hotly debated. As a result, there are various schools of psychotherapy with their different aims and methods. Simplicity is one of the earmarks of truth, and so we will describe a simple, workable, testable map of the emotions that can be verified by subjective experience as well as by objective testing. Let's see here. The goal of survival. Whichever psychology is studied reveals that the primary human goal, superseding all others, is survival. Every human desire seeks to ensure one's personal survival and the survival of one's identified groups such as family, loved ones, and country. Humans fear most of all the loss of the capacity to experience. To that end, people are interested in the survival of the body because they believe that they are the body, and therefore they need the body to experience their existence. Because people view themselves as separate and limited, they are stressed by their sense of lack. It is common for humans to look outside of themselves for the satisfaction of their needs. This leads them to experience themselves as vulnerable because they are insufficient unto themselves. Wow. Interesting. The mind is therefore a survival mechanism, and its method of survival is primarily the use of emotions. Thoughts are engendered by the emotions, and eventually emotions become shorthand for thoughts. Thousands, even millions of thoughts can be replaced by a single emotion. Emotions are more basic and primitive than mental processes. Reason is the tool the mind uses to achieve its emotional ends. When used by the intellect, the basic underlying emotion is usually unconscious or at least out of our awareness. When the underlying emotion is forgotten or ignored and not experienced, people are unaware of the reason for their actions and they develop all kinds of plausible reasons. In fact, they frequently do not know why they are doing what they are doing. There is a simple way to become conscious of the underlying emotional goal behind any activity through use of the question, what for? With each answer, what for, is asked again and again until the basic feeling is uncovered. An example would be the following. A man wants a new Cadillac. His mind gives all the logical reasons, but logic doesn't really explain it, so he asks himself, what do I want a new Cadillac for? Well, he says, it is to achieve status, recognition, respect, and solid citizen success status. Again, what do I want status for? Respect and approval from others, he might say, and to ensure that respect again. Again, what do I want respect and approval for? To have the feeling of security. Again, what do I want security for? To feel happy. The continual question, for what, reveals that basically there are feelings of insecurity, unhappiness, and lack of fulfillment. Every activity or desire will reveal that the basic goal is to achieve a certain feeling. There is no other goals than to overcome fear and achieve happiness. Emotions are concerned with what we believe will ensure our survival, not with what actually will. Emotions themselves are actually the cause of the basic fear that drives everyone to seek security constantly. All right, the scale of emotions. We're getting into all these emotions, y'all. Reason, acceptance, willingness, neutrality, fear, grief. This is good stuff, y'all. So, for simplicity and clarity, we will utilize the scale of emotions that corresponds with the level of consciousness. A thorough presentation of consciousness levels, their specific basis, and practical applications is found in Power versus Force, the practical applications, the hidden detriments of human behavior, Hawkins, 1995-2012. Briefly, everything emits energy, either positive or negative. Intuitively, we know the difference between a positive person, friendly, genuine, considerate, and a negative one, greedy, deceitful, and hateful. The energy of Mother Teresa was obviously different from the energy of Adolf Hitler. Most people's energy is somewhere in between the two. Music, places, books, animals, intentions, and all life emit an energy that can be calibrated or measured as to its essence and degree of truth. Okay. Like goes to like. The different energies constellate in attractor patterns or level of consciousness. The map of consciousness, see Appendix A, provides a linear logarithmic view of the nonlinear energetic terrain. Each level of consciousness or attractor pattern is calibrated on a logarithmic scale of energetic power ranging from 1 to 1,000. The level of full enlightenment is 1,000. You can call it salvation too. Some people say salvation. At the top of the map represents the highest level attainable in the human realm It is the energy of Jesus Christ, the Buddha, or Krishna. Krishna. The level of shame, number 20, is at the bottom, close to death, representing bare survival. The level of courage, number 200, is the critical point that marks the shift from negative to positive energy. It is the energy of integrity, being truthful, empowerment, and having the capacity to cope. The level of consciousness below courage are destructive, whereas the levels above it are life supportive. A simple muscle test reveals the difference. Negative stimuli below 200 instantly weaken the muscle, and positive stimuli above 200 instantly strengthen the muscle. True power strengthens, force weakens. Above the level of courage, people seek out because we give energy to them, power, and we have goodwill towards them. Below the level of courage, people avoid us because we take energy from them, force, and we want to use them for our own material or emotional needs. Oh yeah, this is good, y'all. This is good stuff. I gotta highlight all this. If you're just coming on here, I appreciate you coming on here. I see somebody joined a few minutes ago. Here we delineate the basic scale, starting from the higher energies down to the lower. All right, so peace, 600. This is experienced as perfection, bliss, effortlessness, and oneness. It is a state of non-duality, beyond separateness, and beyond the intellect, as the peace that passeth all understanding. It is described as illumination and enlightenment. It is rare in the human realm to get to this level. Joy, 540. Love that is unconditional and unchanging despite circumstances and action of others. The world is illuminated by exquisite beauty, which is seen in all things. The perfection of creation is self-evident. There is closeness to unity and discovery of self, compassion for all, enormous patience, the feeling of at-oneness with others, and a concern for their happiness, a sense of self-completion and self-sufficiency prevails. Love, 500, a way of being that is forgiving, nurturing, and supportive. It does not proceed from the mind, rather it emanates from the heart. Love focuses on the essence of a situation, not the details. It deals with wholes, not particulars. As perception is replaced with vision, it takes no position and sees the intrinsic value and lovability of all that exists. Reason, 400. This aspect differentiates humans from the animal world. There's the ability to see things in the abstract, or to conceptualize, to be objective, and to make rapid and correct decisions. Its enormous utility is problem solving. Science, philosophy, medicine, and logic are expressions of this level. Acceptance, 350. This energy is easygoing, laid back, harmonious, flexible, inclusive, and free of inner resistance. Life is good. You and I are good. I feel connected. It meets life on life's terms. There is no need to blame others or to blame life. Wow, good stuff. Willingness, 310. This energy subserves survival by virtue of a positive attitude that welcomes all expressions of life. It is friendly, helpful, wants to assist, and seeks to be of service. So I think we're going to finish this, y'all. I'm going to go through, it might go over 30 minutes, but I want to finish all these numbers here that we have here in this chapter, at least to get through that. So, all right, y'all just bear with me. If you can hang more than 30 minutes, great. If you can't, go out and finish it when you can, right? Watch it, rest of it another time. Neutrality, 250. This is a way of life that is comfortable, pragmatic, and relatively free of emotionality. It's okay either way. It is free of rigid positions, non-judgmental, and non-competitive. Courage, 200. This energy says, I can do it. It is determined, excited about life, productive, independent, and self-empowered. Effective action is possible. Pride, 175. My way is the best way, says this level. Its focus is achievement, desire for recognition, specialness, and perfectionism. It feels better than and superior to others. Anger. This energy overcomes the source of fear by force, threats, and attack. It is irritable, explosive, bitter, volatile, and resentful. It likes to get even, as in, I'll show you. Desire, 125. It is always seeking gain, acquisition, pleasure, and getting something out of oneself. It is insatiable, never satisfied, and craving. I have to have it. Give me what I want, and give it to me now. Fear, 100. This energy sees danger, which is everywhere. It is avoidant, defensive, preoccupied with security, possessive of others, jealous, restless, anxious, and vigilant. Grief, 75. There is helplessness, despair, loss, regret, and the feeling. If only I had. Separation, depression, sadness, being a loser, mournful, as in I can't go on. Apathy. This energy is characterized by hopelessness, playing dead, being a drain to others, being immobilized, and the feelings I can't and who cares. Poverty at this level is common. Guilt. In this energy field, one wants to punish and be punished. It leads to self-rejection, misogynism, remorse, feeling bad, and self-sabotage. It's all my fault. Accident proneness, suicidal behavior, and projection of self-hatred onto evil others are common. It is the basis of many psychosomatic illnesses. All right, shame. It's an entire 2 pages on shame. 2.5 pages must be pretty important, y'all. This is the lowest level, it looks like. Shame is number 20. Characterized by humiliation, as in hanging your head in shame. It is traditionally accompanied by banishment. It is destructive to health and leads to cruelty towards self and others. Y'all give me a minute. I gotta get a breath. That's a lot of reading. Oh. Got a couple pages left. It's already 29 minutes, but like I said, I'm not worried about going over a few minutes. So we're going to do it today, y'all. Okay. In general, we can say that the lower end of scale is associated with lower vibrational frequencies. Lower energy, losing lower power, poorer life circumstances, poorer relationships, less abundance, less love, and poorer physical and emotional health. Oh, yeah, interesting, huh? Interesting how the emotions are connected to all aspects of our life for health and wellness. Because all the low energy, because of the low energy, such needy people drain us on all levels. They tend to be avoided and find themselves surrounded by people on the same level. Example, people in jail, etc. As we let go of negative feelings, there is a progressive movement up the scale of courage and then beyond with increasing effectiveness, success, and more effortless abundance. We tend to seek out such people. We say they are high. They give off life energy to all living things around them. Animals are attracted to them. They have a green thumb and positively influence the lives of all with whom they come in contact. At the level of courage, the negative feelings have not all disappeared, but now we have sufficient energy to handle them because we're reowned our power and self-adequacy. The fastest way to move from the bottom to the top is by telling the truth to ourselves and to others. Interesting. The energy levels are also traditionally associated with the body energy centers that are sometimes referred to as chakras. The chakras are energy centers through which Kundalini energy is said to flow, and once it is awakened at the level of 200, courage. The energy center chakras can be measured by a variety of clinical techniques and sensitive electronic instruments. On the map of consciousness, the chakras calibrated as follows: the crown chakra, 600, the third eye, 525, throat, 350, the heart, 505, the solar plexus, which is down below here, not going to see this, the sacral or spleen, the groin area, the sacral or spleen is not quite the groin, 275. Heart's 505, solar plexus is 275. The base or root chakra is down near the groin is 200. When we relinquish negative feelings, the energy in our higher chakras increases. For instance, instead of habitually venting our spleen or second chakra, we are now described as all heart, which is the fifth chakra. This energy system has a direct impact on the physical body. The energy in each chakra flows out through channels called meridians to the whole energy body, which is like a blueprint to the physical body. Each meridian is associated with a particular organ, and each organ is associated with a particular emotion. A negative emotion throws off the energy balance of its associated acupuncture meridian and related organ. For instance, depression, despair, and melancholy are associated with the liver meridian, so these emotions tend to interfere with liver function. Every negative feeling impairs a body organ, and as the years go by, that organ becomes diseased and eventually fails to function. The lower our emotional state, the more negatively we influence not only our own lives, but also the lives of people around us. The higher the emotional level of evolution, the more positive our life becomes on all levels as we support all life around us. So be happy. He always says be happy. Do the best you can to be happy and stay happy. Obviously, we're going to be down sometimes. We're going to feel bad. We're going to be sad. We're going to be angry sometimes, but according to this, the better we feel, the better things are going to get for us and also other people around us. As negative emotions are acknowledged and surrendered, we get freer and move up the scale, eventually experiencing predominantly positive feelings. All lower emotions are limitations and blind us to the reality of our true self. Do a little highlight, y'all. As we surrender our way up the scale, and near the top, a new type of experience begins to happen. At the very top of the scale, there occurs the realization of one's true self and the varying levels of illumination. The main importance of this is to note that as we get higher and freer, what the world calls spiritual awareness, intuition, and growth of consciousness occurs. This is a common experience of all who surrender their negative feelings. They become more and more conscious. That which is impossible to see or experience at lower levels of consciousness becomes self-evident and stunningly obvious at higher levels. All right, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. We actually went over the 30 minutes, which, like I said, sometimes I do, and it don't really matter, right? I got a lot going on, but I'm not too worried about it. If I want to finish something, I usually finish it, right? As long as it's not too much over our committed time. So tomorrow, we're going to get into understanding emotions. So if those of y'all are out there don't really know about emotions, some of y'all may not even feel your emotions, not even know what emotions are. That can be common. Believe it or not, more common than people think. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and finish it for today. Y'all look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow if y'all can make it. I'll do my best to make the 11:30 time. If I can't, I'll reschedule. And yeah, weekends are usually the times I have to reschedule. If I have to, it'll be a weekend day. Like last night, I worked pretty late, so that's the reason for the reschedule today. So y'all take care, and God bless as always. Peace and love.